To entertainment, from social issues to lifestyles, from newsmakers to pop culture. If it's Jersey, it's on Jersey Central with Bert Barron, 732-545-9282. Or toll free at 888-545-9282.
837 back on Jersey Central on the new talk radio WCTC, the voice of Central Jersey. Well, we were talking yesterday about this very unfortunate incident. It involved a 20-year-old Rutgers University student who was waiting on tables at a very popular place in Belmar. And she got no tip. In fact, the people that she was waiting on the table, rather than write a zero or say something, they wrote LOL right in with the field there on the receipt where you're supposed to write the amount of the tip with the words 1 hour for food. Kind of unfortunate that she was treated in this way. And joining me now on the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline, let's say hello to a good friend of WCTC. He is the mayor of Belmar, New Jersey, and he joins us now. He is Matt Doherty. Hey, Mayor, good morning. Welcome to WCTC. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing well. Good morning, and thank you for having me on today.
Great to have you on. And now, what was your reaction, Mayor, when you first got word about what happened at DJ's?
Well, I think it's unfortunate anytime someone doesn't leave a tip, but there may be circumstances why. However, writing LOL, which is an acronym, as you know, for laughing out loud in the tip line is really disrespectful. And to have someone who lives in our town and work in our town treated like that, that really bothered me. And that's why I spoke up about it. No one deserves disrespect in their place of business.
Yeah, and I think if people knew just exactly how little for someone a server makes, and as hard as the work is that goes in, especially the Jersey Shore on a summer weekend. I mean, obviously it's going to be a lot going on there. This was totally not good for this young worker, and I felt really bad myself. But any idea who did this, Mayor? These obviously couldn't have been locals. Nobody from Belmar or from this area would have done this at a local place, right?
I don't think so. No, I mean, Belmar is a very popular tourist destination, and
Sure.
DJ's is an iconic bar restaurant here at the Jersey Shore, so it draws a tremendous amount of people from all over. And when you come here, you want to have a good time. So even if you have to wait a little bit for food, the entire time you're waiting, you're looking at the Atlantic Ocean on a sunny day. Like, what are you complaining about? So, if there really was a wait, they could have asked the manager or something on those lines. But what really bothered me was how disrespectful they were to someone, again, who I know. I know the waitress. Her name's Jessica Jones.
Mm-hmm.
She lives in Belmar. She works in Belmar, and she's putting herself through college at Rutgers. She's a 20-year-old student. No one deserves to have something like that.
No, I agree. And if anything, you know what? Don't take it out on the server. If there's a problem with the kitchen, I mean, anybody with common sense, you would say, hey, what's going on? Why is it so long? Maybe make a mention to the manager or whatever. But the last thing you want to do is punish a server. I think it was totally unfair.
Right. And we're a tourist destination. I mean, tourism is one of the largest parts of the entire economy for the state of New Jersey. So, it's something that people really rely on for their livelihood. So again, to be treated like this, was completely uncalled for and very disrespectful. Hopefully never see something like this again. And maybe it's a teachable moment for some folks who don't really understand how difficult the service industry can be.
Yeah.
Maybe they don't know that waiters and waitresses have to take money out of their tips to pay the busboys and to pay other people that are there. So if they don't get no tip, they still have to come up with the money somewhere.
Yeah, real simple for me. If I'm in that situation, Mayor, and if I'm at DJ's in Belmar enjoying, of course, another great Jersey weekend in your town, which is a great destination even for me. I love to just go down and see what's going on in your place. I would maybe mention something. I would give her full tip, but I'd say, well, it took a little bit long, but you know what? We'll be back. And I just wanted to let you know that it took a little bit too long and not punish anybody. Give the full tip. I'm sure it was a busy night there. They had a big party. And I'm sure she did her best to keep everybody calm. She even mentioned that she was kind of checking on the party and making sure everybody was comfortable as they were kind of waiting there. And that was probably the way to pay it, the way to do it, not to take her tip away from her.
Right, and I thought she handled it in a very eloquent way. What she wrote was actually very mature for a 20-year-old. And how she expressed herself. Not necessarily using any foul language to describe the person, but just explaining, how it made her feel. And I think a lot of people could relate to that. A lot of people have worked in the service industry or know people who have. And again, no one wants to be disrespected at their place of business. So, why do something like that to someone else?
Yeah, anyone that's done it, Mayor, they know it's tough work. It can be you're on your feet for several hours. You're dealing with all kinds of people, all walks of life, and you know what? It's not an easy job, that's for sure. But She handled it well, and I thought your comments were appropriate as well that you made on Facebook the following day. So kudos to you as well. What else is happening in town while we got you, Mayor? Anything happening in Belmar that we need to know about?
I tell you, we have 2 more weekends until the end of summer,
Mm-hmm.
and this has been a long summer. As people have noticed, just the way Labor Day and Memorial Day have fallen, there's an extra week. So, this weekend looks like it's going to be sunny and warm, and hopefully so is Labor Day weekend. So we're looking to have a good finish. Our businesses are doing really well. We're doing much better than any other year since Sandy. And, people are still recovering from that. We still have some families displaced that we're trying to get back home. All good stuff this summer here in Belmar and really the rest of the Jersey Shore as well.
Yeah, good news. And if the success of the seafood festival from some time ago, where you actually had to say, okay, we got enough people, let's do something, if that's any indication of how well things are going, we got a great couple weeks ahead of us until we get to Labor Day.
Yeah, no, so that's good too. I mean, the one thing we really want to work on is getting you down here and having a couple beers with me and maybe broadcasting live from the Jersey Shore. What do you think?
Now you are talking, my man. We're going to get right on that, I think. So what a nice way to kind of wrap up the summer with a little trip to Belmar. Sounds good to me. Mayor, I really appreciate it, and it's great to have you on the show here on WCTC this morning, and thanks again for weighing in today. We really appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you. All right. Always a good friend, the mayor of Belmar.